Welcome back to Close Up. We're going to sort through some of the news and notes of the week now with the Dean of the New Hampshire Political Press Corps, John DeStaso.
How are you, Adam?
Pretty good, John. How about you?
That's a way of saying old, I guess.
Well, yeah, very respectful of your venerated status.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
So, some big results out of New York last week. Unpack some of that for us. What does this mean on the Democratic side first?
Well, I think on the Democratic side, you're almost getting some inevitability in terms of Hillary Clinton, but and you're getting mixed messages from the Sanders side. Tad Devine is saying perhaps we should, think about this down the road. He's one of the chief strategists, whereas the campaign itself is saying they're headstrong. The folks here in New Hampshire, where Bernie Sanders won 60% of the vote, they aren't in any mind to give up at this point. They have most of the delegation that will go to Cleveland, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Sorry. Of those who have been elected will be Sanders supporters, but at the same time there are superdelegates who are all pledged to Clinton except for two of them. So you actually will have sort of a split delegation.
Another massive landslide for Trump on the Republican side, and now we're hearing about this sort of from the national media of this kinder, gentler Donald Trump. They're trying to perhaps domesticate this guy who has proven to be unable to be domesticated so far by his advisors. Well,
I think part of what got Donald Trump where he is was his off-the-cuff, sometimes some would say offensive demeanor and remarks. Will he try to really do this, or is this just a fleeting thing? I mean, I remember way back in January at one point he said he was going to be kinder and gentler. That lasted probably 12 hours. So we shall see, but I think that his troops, if this really comes to pass where they try to take the nomination from him, it's going to be a big problem for the Republican Party, both nationally, and I think it'll cause some division in New Hampshire.
Certainly probably one of the more interesting conventions we've seen in probably about 40 years.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely, no doubt about it. It'll be something that every minute we're going to be on the edge of our seats.
Let's go closer to home here. In our Granite State poll, we saw our marquee U.S. Senate race get a little closer together.
Right.
Kelly Ayotte perhaps paying a price on this U.S. Supreme Court nominee issue.
A little bit surprising was that the poll showed that almost 70% of likely voters have yet to make up their minds, which is that's not surprising. But what was surprising was, despite that number, about 80% of those polled said that they're paying close attention to the Supreme Court issue. And that issue, 60% said that they felt that there should be a hearing. Most of them were Democrats and independents, but there is a fair amount of Republicans who are also said that there should be a hearing for Merrick Garland, and of course Senator Ayotte's on the other side of that. 40% said that her position will make them less likely to vote for her. So the result of that was that her favorability dropped, and Maggie Hassens isn't that great either. She
dropped 4 points as well.
Yes.
And we still have yet to see whether this Phillips Exeter Academy issue is going to wound her in any way. It's a difficult issue for anyone to get around in terms of a possible political attack.
Right.
It seems.
I agree, and we'll just have to see if this keeps somehow linking to Mr. Hassan and to the governor. But so far, she does not seem to have paid a major price for that. But since last year, her favorability has been on sort of a decline. Yet her job performance as governor stays fairly strong, which is interesting.
It'll be a fascinating summer ahead. John DeStaso, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Adam.
Much appreciated. That wraps up this edition of Close Up New Hampshire. Josh McKelvin will be back next week. Have a great Sunday.